All right, everyone, this will be a quick one. We're gonna just set up the Dell iDRAC controller for servers. I'm just gonna say PowerEdge servers. It may work for all Dells. I don't know, but I've got three PowerEdge servers here, and it works for all of them. But the 730 XD I had issues with. So first thing I had to do was I didn't want to have a separate cable running to the network switch because I was running out of ports because I just have so much crap here. So you go into your iDRAC. The server's fully up and running. I'm just using the iDRAC web page. Um, you can use the dedicated port if you need to get to this page first. Then what I did was I set it to port 3. Um, I'm using port 3 connected to my router, which my server IP is .30. But when I select the LOM3, which you can see right here, see, instead of dedicated, I'm using LOM3, which means it's using port 3, so the iDRAC is on 31. So port 3 is actually IP.30 and .31. So, okay, so once you've got that, you're going to apply that. Now, before you leave here, you're also going to want to go to the OS to iDRAC pass-through. And you're going to want to, it's probably disabled. You're going to want to set that to LOM and apply. I'm assuming LOM. The LOM seems to work. The USB NIC needs the IP address and stuff. It's not worth it. So just go ahead and do the LOM. I'm not really sure what the options actually do, but I do know that you need to turn it on because I was running into overheating issues the last few days. And among the other fixes, this was the final step that fixed it for me. Okay, so now that you've got that stuff done in here, then you're also going to have to open up, well, you can use Putty, and you want to log into your 192.168.31. So you're going to log into your iDRAC through terminal or through SSH. This isn't terminal, this is SSH in. So once you're in, you're going to see admin 1. Okay, great. Well, you may say admin 0, whatever. It's going to say it's going to be something here. Then you're going to run this command here. It's going to be rackadmin set idrac.ipmilan.enable1. So that's the enable the IPMI over LAN. All right. You are now set. You're now ready to go ahead and set up the iDRAC controller. So you can see I have it running here. So you go to your apps. The first thing you want to install is Nerd Tools. So you install Nerd Tools, go to Actions, Settings once it's installed. It may say, it needs to download extra drivers or something. That's fine. You're looking for this right here, IPMI. As you can see, don't mess with anything else unless you know what you're doing or you've watched another video of somebody saying, hey, let's do something over here. Then you want to mess with it, great. But otherwise, don't touch anything because this will really mess stuff up. But we want this IPMI tool right here. All right, so once you got that, you go back to your apps. Then you want to type in the Dell iDRAC Fan controller, which is right here. I'm guessing you can install this if you want. I don't think it works with mine. Plus, it controls fan speeds, and so does this. So I'd rather just stick with this one. So anyway, it works fine. So under Edit, I'm not going to scroll all the way down because my username and password for my, for my admin stuff is in here, and it's not covered. But you can see that the iDRAC host, it'll start out and it'll say local, I believe. But you want to put in your address, which is what you set with the IPMI and all that, the IPMI over LAN and all that. So yeah. So let's see. So if you're over here and you're on network, you can see right here IPv4 settings. I set it manually here. So do something similar. I should have covered that before, but anyway, and then that's the address you're going to put in here, and then farther down, you're going to put in the username and password you set up to log into your IPMI, or your iDRAC, I mean, which is actually located in your BIOS when you set up. You can put in your username and password that way when you set it up. Anyway, that's all there is to it, and yeah, it explains the stuff up here as well. And I just left everything else at default. You change this, you change the username and password, and that's all you need. And then once this thing loads up, let's go back to the Docker. Now, right now, as you can see, I'm doing a parity check because it overheated and powered off on me because I've been fighting this fan issue of them not firing up for a while now. But when it does work, you'll see this. It pulls like every minute or something, and you can see that it turns on. It decreased, and it's now, now the profile's applied. So it's heating up again because, obviously it's doing the check. So it'll probably kick on here shortly again. But anyway, you can see that it's working. Um, yep. So there you go. Hopefully that helps somebody. The main issue is being the OS to iDRAC pass through, and that command line thing that was there. So anyway, uh, enjoy the nice, quiet server life.